Okay, well, uh, not good news. Um, I couldn't do the MRI. Um, I had an anxiety attack, or rather, like maybe about almost 10 minutes in, I, I was in fine, laying down. First bit, good to go. Laying there, and even with the noise and everything, but my head, I'm laying there, and I've got this thing over my face, and it's touching my face, and it's starting to rub and bother me a little bit, but I know that I can't move a whole lot. So, okay, fine. So I'm trying not to move, and then it's covering my belly as well. Like it's rubbing up against my belly and pushing me down, and I'm thinking, I know that I'm just inserted into this thing. Nothing's gonna happen. I'm not gonna get squished. But all of a sudden I can feel my heart beating faster, and I am trying, and in my brain I'm just like, I can't, because you're not supposed to move, and like I think I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself to not move, and I know that any minute now I need to, so like if I could have gotten out and gotten back in, and then gotten out and gotten back in, kind of a thing, I would have felt more comfortable with it. But I could hear I could hear my heart racing, and I could feel it, and I felt contained, and not in like a good way. And the noise just didn't bother me. Didn't really have any issues. I was worried. I guess I did have a little bit of a fear of getting stuck, which didn't make any sense, because I knew that I could get out, but I'm sitting here, my fingers just touching the button, and I can feel it. I'm just like, no, I can do this, but I'm worried about messing something up, and and I'm more upset with myself that I couldn't do it, because it's a failure, and I'm not comfortable with that, if that makes any sense. I'm really actually mad at myself now, because I'm starting to come down off of the anxiety. They're going to talk to Dr. Falk about maybe prescribing some anti-anxiety meds. I don't know what that will do. I think I had a lot of, I was anxious about it because of everything that's kind of riding on it and not knowing. Also, never done an MRI before. Never been in that situation. The idea of getting under a car doesn't necessarily bother me, but I don't want to be under there too long. Elevators, when they're packed, bother me. But I like getting in elevators, but there's enough room to move around. The fact is, like, if I feel like I've got an itch, or I need to move my head a little bit or readjust, I can. In those 30 minutes, I can't, and since I can't, that makes it worse. And I was scared. And there was nothing to be scared of. And I knew that. But it still didn't help. I want to cry. Like, I have that, like, I feel like I need to, like, find a pillow and just crawl in and just cry. Because I'm so mad at myself for not being able to do this. And I counted. I let the thing, and the thing is that like it was like the thumping. I was just counting, trying to get to that particular point where like, okay, minutes gone by, cool. It's got a little bit more to go, and my brain was like going, okay, 60 seconds per minute. I got about 30 minutes. I'm it sucks. I'm really mad at myself. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a fan of things also on my face, but there's not really much I can do about that because it's got to like keep me in position. Oh, that's so frustrating. I'm so. But yeah, no. So I have this thing here, and it's around my head like this, and I can't put any headphones in because there's no room. My ears are touching the side, so I can't have any music. Which, in my opinion, if I'd have had music, I could have not paid attention to everything else around me. And I think that's what got me the most is that I had this. I couldn't I couldn't get into a song. I couldn't get into anything. It was just that I couldn't get away. Yeah. I have never. Maybe maybe I felt that way before, but I've never been that focused on that feeling before. I felt anxious. I felt anxiety. It reminded me of how I felt after my divorce. When I was at home by myself, and you start thinking about stuff, and then you start to like, my hands were shaking. Also, it was really. I think if they could have talked to me, and I could have heard them clearer, it wouldn't have been so bad. I could have said something, or I could have done something, but like, or if I could have taken a pause and just come out and then back in, and the thing is that I probably could have stopped her after they pulled me out without taking this off so that I could have stayed put, but and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I really don't. And that's what aggravates me most. I think I'm going to get me some anti-anxiety medication and see if that helps. I don't know. But anyway, it's rescheduled for next week. Next week. And hopefully I can deal with this. Anyway, yeah.